So I owe you a little bit of an apology. Life and some big opportunities, which I can't really share right now, kind of got in the way of us starting on the day that we wanted to start. And that's okay. Now, granted, should we have started back then? Yes, but these things happen, and I'm sure you already know that. And that's why you're on this mission with me, so that we can find ways for this not to happen again. And we will. Don't worry, we will. But, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep the mission alive. We're not going to quit. We're not going to stop. See, and that's where a lot of people fail, is life gets in the way of a goal and they just drop and forget it. Not us. We're going to continue this goal. We're going to make this thing happen. So with that being said, here's the new thing, the new date. We are going to start November 1st. We will start November 1st. We will still do everything we've talked about, and let's recap. You should have looked at last year, the things that you liked and didn't like. You should have set goals. What habits do you need to reach those goals? And now I'm going to bring you into this next step, okay? So let's talk about that next step real quick. Remember we talked about adding and eliminating good and bad habits, right? Well, the other side of this now is you got to schedule them in your daily habits. So for instance, remember I told you I was going to add 10 pounds of muscle and lose a certain amount of body fat, right? Well, if I don't schedule workouts, they probably won't happen. I probably won't just find the time in my day. And that's exactly what has happened so far, and that's how I know that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually look at our daily plan, and we're just gonna make a kind of a demo one right now so you can understand what I'm saying. So let's say you wake up, I don't know, at 7, right? You wake up at 7, between 7 and 8, so between 7 to 8, you eat breakfast, and you get dressed, right? You get dressed, okay? And then maybe I know we have a lot of different people watching this, whether it be students, players, professionals, moms, dads, whatever it may be. But let's say from 8 to 9, you're traveling or getting to wherever you have to go in your day, right? And then let's say from 9 to 3 or 9 to 5, you're at work, you're at school, whatever it may be. And then you've got practice, or you've got pick up the kids from 5 to 6, 6 to 7, you've got dinner, and you want to look at your schedule in this way. But here's what you have to do. Here's what you absolutely have to do. You have to look at those habits that are going to build the goals that you want, and you have to schedule them in your day daily and schedule them out for days. What I want you to do is actually schedule the whole month of November. And that's homework assignment number 1, is schedule November. Okay? And when you look at it, sometimes things only take 20, 30 minutes. It only takes me about, well, we're a little out of shape, so maybe 7 to 8 minutes to run a mile. So I got to schedule 7 to 8 minutes in my time to run a mile. That's absolutely important to me. So with that being said, I'm going to put that maybe here. I'm going to wake up a little earlier. I'm going to run my mile. And you got to just schedule your habits in that manner and make things happen in that way. And then what will happen is you'll find yourself doing these things consistently, and you'll know that that's what you want and that's what you'll go get. So that's your homework assignment for today, okay? Now listen, November 1st, we're launching, okay? So number thing you need to do, is you need to find a way how you're gonna journal this, because every day we're gonna count our wins, we're gonna count our failures, and we're gonna figure out how to move better, and journaling it is the best way to do that, okay? Now, you can go a couple ways. You can go with a composition book like this. I like these because pages don't fall out of it. This is actually one I do for my players. I do want a journal for all my players, so I know exactly what they need, where their wins are, where they're succeeding, where they're growing, and where we need to go, okay? Putting your thoughts on paper, especially reflecting on what you have done or haven't done, is huge and is going to be very helpful to you. You could use a blog if you want to share it with the world. Sometimes that's pretty cool too, because it holds you accountable, hence why I'm doing it with my blog. If you want a couple suggestions on where to go with blogs, you can look at WordPress. There's a little bit of setup and hosting and things you got to take care of. Or you can look at an MV2 blog, which I also like as well. There is a $25 a month, but it's set up for you. It's cookie cutter. You don't have to host. You don't have to get a URL. I mean, and that's if you want to put this out to the world. Some people may not feel comfortable with their goals to put them out to the world yet, and I understand that. That's fine. But my point in all this is you got to find a way to journal. I don't care if it's a composition book, it's a blog, how you do it, but it's going to be important that we track what we do. And again, Now we're leaving a legacy. Maybe we can inspire the next person to go and take control of their life and take those next steps that are going to better them as well. Yes, I just dropped my marker. Uncut, unedited. We don't edit anything around here, guys. But anyways, that's it. Homework assignment. Schedule your days. Schedule out all of November with the good habits that we need to place into our lives to achieve our goals, okay? Get yourself a journal. I will be reaching out to you before November 1st as we start to gear and get everything ready for day one. I'm excited for day one because great things are gonna happen, guys. When you start to make a decision to take control of your life and to make steps that are gonna better your situation, you can't help but see more enhancement in what you're doing, and you gotta love that. You really do. So until then, take care. God bless.